This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 1970-73 Carryover League. We are back in the American League East today with a series between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. And of course, we know a couple things. Blue Jays did not exist until 1977, so this team is of course truly fictional. Yankees in 70 to 73 are kind of a 500 baseball club. However, we felt very confident when we assembled this Yankee roster that we made them loaded everywhere with not a lot of weaknesses, and thought they would contend with the Orioles and the Red Sox in the American League East and could even stand up against the late 70s Yankees if the two squads faced each other in a friendly. We have a very surprising series thus far, and it's a case of function versus dysfunction. Let's go to game one. In Toronto, we have starting the aces for each squad. Starter 9, Mel Stottlemyre versus starter 7, Doyle Alexander. And the Yankees are a case of, they have guys who can pitch on 3 days rest. They got the best bullpen, theoretically, in all of baseball. Toronto has nobody who can pitch on 3 days rest. They have a 3-man bullpen, so they're always short-handed, and they're the Blue Jays, so they're already short-handed basically with all the roster spots, as their only farm system is finding extra players not protected by other farm systems. In the bottom of the third inning, though, you get a couple singles, a walk, and then with 2 outs and the bases loaded, Terry Crowley hits a double play ground ball to slick-fielding shortstop Gene Michael, who kicks it to score a run, and then, inexplicably, Mel Stottlemyre walks the next 2 hitters, and the Blue Jays get 3 gift runs. In the 5th inning, solo homer by Tommy A.G., the World Series player of a year ago with the Mets, helping his new squad out, trying to show him how to win games. It's a 5-1 game in the 9th. The Yankees mount a comeback that falls short against Blue Jay closer Joe Grissenda, 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs, and it's only Ron Blomberg, and they cannot get the tie run. 5-4 Blue Jays in what you could call a gift. So, is that just a one-off, or what are we doing in this series here? Game number 2. Final score is 3-2 Toronto, but since this is kind of short, I'll just take you through all the pertinent details just to kill some time here. So in a scoreless game in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out, Tommy A.G. singles. Now, Munson's got a -3 arm, and A.G. says, I don't care, I'm going to steal a base, and he does. Then a single to right fielder. The right fielder, Hirschberger's got a -2 arm, and A.G. goes, I don't care, I'm going to score from second on a single. And he does. So the gritty Tommy A.G. makes 2 heady trips with his legs and gives his young Blue Jays a run in a low-scoring affair with 2 really good pitching staffs. It would continue for Splittorff through 7 frames. He's got 7 shutout innings in this one. In the 8th inning, though, finally the Yankees catch up to Splittorff with a 2-run homer. Bobby Mercer, 2-run homer in the top of the 8th. It's 2-2. So we're thinking, okay, the Yankees are going to make the comeback and split this thing up. They'll finally figure out their mistakes. Tie game, 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Let's bring in our closer, Sparky Lyle, best pitcher on the pitching staff. Left-handed Lyle against left-handed Milt May. And he's greeted by the 2nd solo home run in the last 3 innings. Milt May beats Sparky Lyle. And again, Toronto wins 3-2 Yankee bullpen fails again. Let's go to game number 3. Yankee Stadium, surely. It's just a case of the home team winning every time, right? So the Yankees swap their lineup around. They got Bobby Mercer batting second. He hits a homer. Jake Gibbs bats third. He hits a homer. Blue Jays start to make mistakes in the third. It's a 3-0 Yankee lead, and you're thinking, okay, the tide has turned here. This is actually in Yankee Stadium. Let's turn these around. And no, in the 5th inning, Jim McAndrew, a single, a walk, a single, and suddenly the Blue Jays decide they're going to suddenly get 5 hits out of 6 batters. They take a 4-3 lead. Mike Lum hits a 2-run homer after an error in the 6th inning. Yankees come back, make it 6-5, and the Blue Jays go, we don't care. We don't care what you're doing over there. Tommy A.G. double, Mike Lum RBI single. Then in the 9th inning, Sparky Lyle comes on in. It's a 7-5 game. He just wants to keep the thing close. What's he do? Single to Taylor, single to Brazil. And you know this guy, Milt May, who had a home run against him last time? He does it again. 3-run homer, Milt May in the 9th inning. And they're finally filing out of Yankee Stadium. 10-5 Blue Jays. What is going on? What the heck's happening, folks? Don't know what is going on in this Yankee-Toronto series. Let's look at the overall standings now. Have the Yankees just short-circuited their season? And it could very well be. Here's the current standings in the American League East. They haven't been sorted, so it's now the Yankees are 8-13. Look at the Blue Jays, 10-11. Toronto Blue Jays with this, Band-Aid after Band-Aid roster, 10-11. That's like winning 100 games. When you're going against, they play the Orioles tough. They're 3-0 on the Yankees, and they finish up with the Red Sox for the All-Star break. Yes, they have a long way to go to even think about getting to the playoffs, of course. But for right now, they are in 3rd place in the American League East. The Toronto Blue Jays, a fictional team, showing the Yankees the ropes. It's a weak American League this year. You're looking at wild card teams that are 3 over 500 and a game over 500. Another game over 500, under 500. And the Blue Jays are a game under 500, folks. They're a game out of looking at a wild card spot. So this is one of the most crazy developments in this carryover league. And it's about function versus dysfunction. The Yankees aren't quite sure what to do with their lineup. They basically like the lineup they were presented. It hasn't really done much, and they're not really shuffling it enough to figure out how to get it more efficient, when to bring in their defensive guys, how to use all these talented relievers. And oh, by the way, these talented relievers, their team ERA is over 5. Each one of these pitchers has ERAs around 2. So you're talking about 4 horribly slumping relief pitchers on the same team at the same time. And they're not really getting great starting pitching either. I mean, it's just a year-wide slump for the Yankees and clear overachievement for the Blue Jays. Does it continue? Could it turn around in Game 4? Could it turn around with the Yankees ripping off 4 straight wins? We've seen this happen in a couple series, or at least one series. We saw Florida come back against Atlanta, down 0-3 and rip off 4. Then in another series, a team ripped off 2. I think it was Cleveland was down 0-3 to Ohio. They got 2 wins, then Ohio won 4-2. But the Yankees are desperate for a win, or 2, or 3 today. Got these in the wrong spot. That's supposed to be up top there for the away team, down here for the home team. There you go. Game number 360. Toronto wants to sweep the Yankees in Old Yankee Stadium. Let's get started. Carl Taylor leads off. Oh, I didn't do my pitching. Let me explain my pitching today. The number 4 starters for each squad. Tom Phoebus for the Blue Jays. He was from Baltimore in 1970. Would have gotten himself a World Series ring for that team. You see, he's susceptible against lefties, and the Yankees have loaded up with 7 of them. And the Yankees are going to counter with Mike Kekich. Okay, let's get started. Carl Taylor leads off. 55, skies to right. Mike Lum, 56 is a K. Milt May and the boos come down. The villain. Milt May, 5'11", pitcher X. When Milt May is the villain for your opponent, you're probably not that good a team. Pitcher X, Kekich is an E0, and that'll be an L. Roy White leads off for the Yanks, 34, grounds a second. Bobby Mercer, 410, skies to right. And Jake Gibbs, 33, lines to first. Top of 2, Frank Fernandez, 57, pops to short. Tommy A.G., 63. A lot of cheers you hear. There's Met fans or New Yorkers are rooting for the Met. 63, pitcher X. Again, Kekich is an E0. I don't roll E0 home pitchers. And Brazil, 49, rolls a second. Bottom of 2, Munson, 56, double one, base hit. Ron Blomberg, 56. Now we're getting off the Phoebus card. Triple 1 to 4, single out dot. Runners in the corners for Greg Nettles. 34 is a 3-6-3 double play that will score the run. Danny Cater pops to second. 1-0 Yanks. Yvonne Morel, 48 is a base hit. Dan Manzan, 2-6, single 1 to 19 is a base hit. Tim Foley, 410, skies a center. Carl Taylor, 1-7 is a 6-4-3 double play. Nice comeback in that inning for Kekich. Horace Clark, 2-5, pops to short. Gene Michael, 1-8, is okay. And Roy White, 2-7, is a K. We'll go to the fourth. It's the Lummer, Mike Lum. 1-5, base hit. Milt May, the dangerous Milt May. 57 is a K. Frank Fernandez. 2-8 is a 5-4-3 double play. The Blue Jays seem a little bit distracted today. Maybe they're partied too much after winning, going up 3-0. Bobby Mercer in the bottom, 57, is a walk. He is a beast stealer, but Morel has a good throwing arm. May has a good throwing arm. Jake Gibbs, 2-9 is a single to left. Could Mercer go coast to coast as a 15 against a +1 one-arm outfielder? He'll try it. And he rolls a 20. This team can't catch a break. So he just wanted to get to third base with less than 2 outs, and yeah, he got nipped. On a 20, my goodness. Everything going Toronto's way here. Runner at first now with 1 out. Thurman Munson. 57's a K. And Blomberg, 42, rolls to the pitcher. Still just a 1-0 game in the 5th. It's Tommy A.G. 56 is a K. Kekich is the weakest of the starters on the Yankees, and the only one not pitching on 3 days rest, so the overrated Yankee bullpen will probably come into play today, and they need to bring their A game that they supposedly possess. Jim Brazil, 5'10", catcher's card. Munson's a 1-7, makes the play. And Yvonne Morel, 1-3, rolls the third. So, the Yankees have tamed the Blue Jays through 5. Let's go to the bottom of the inning, but first, pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Okie dokie. Greg Nettles leads off in the 5th. 47. Single 1 to 9 off Phoebus is a single. Haven't shown any cards yet because there's been no action on the hitting cards. All the base runners have seemingly been off the pitchers. Danny Cater, 34, is a 1-6-3 double play. And they shoot themselves in the foot again with their second double play in 5 innings. Horace Clark rolls a short. Can Kekich make a single run stand up? I'm going to say, oh boy. Oh boy. Dan Manzan in the 6th. This is the breaking inning. 45, rolls a second. Tim Foley. 38 is a single for the 226 hitting shortstop. Carl Taylor. 1-7 is another, did it earlier right here in the third. Does the same thing, a 6-4-3 double play. So 3 double plays on the Toronto offense, 2 for the Yankee offense, and that's how you get 1-0 games, folks. Into the bottom of the 6th. Phoebus, also a starter 6. Gene Michael. 2 7s a K. Roy White, 34, second. Bobby Mercer, 1-3, rolls the second. Let's go to the 7th inning, I mean. Top of the 7th, 1-0, Mike Lom, 58's a K. Milt May, and there it is, folks. You knew it was coming. Let's take a look at Milt May's card. A 3-5 solo homer. And what's really kind of fun about this card, if you look at the percentages, 83% against righties, yet the homer chances are almost identical, lefty and righty. So that's very rare to see when you have that percentage imbalance, and then you awarded it to him. Chances are he probably was even more efficient than this against lefties, and they tamed it to what it is. He had a really wonderful 1971 for the Pirates, hitting 6 homers and 126 at-bats, and here he is on the Blue Jays, and we got a tie game, 1-1 in the top of the 7th inning. Now, do you get Kekich out of there so he gets a no decision against 2 righties, Fernandez and Agee, who crush lefties? And I think you do, and poor Kekich leaves the game after 6 1/3. Well, it seems like every decision I make for the Yankees backfires, so this will certainly backfire as well. But we're going to go to one of the 4 best relievers in all of baseball, Jack Ager. Take a look at him. You'll see why. 4-2, 2.06 ERA in 70 innings. Comes on in to make sure that no more guys score for the Blue Jays today. In the 7th, Ager against Frank Fernandez. Pitch. 2-9 is a K. And with 2 outs, here he is, Tommy Agee. 1-7. Let's take a look at the Agee card. The one that got away from the Mets. They couldn't keep all of those 69 Met stars and Agee. They had a list of Tom Seaver, Jerry Grody, Jerry Koosman, Cleon Jones, and Agee just couldn't get on the boat in time, and he had to be dealt in the offseason, and he was put safely into the American League and on a team that the Mets hoped would beat up on the Orioles, Red Sox, and Yankees, and it's exactly what's been happening. 1-7 is 1-1-6, and he gets a base hit. With 2 outs, it's Jim Brazil. 2-4 rolls to the pitcher. 1-1, and a game like with these pitching staffs and the offense slumping, this thing could go extras. Stretch time, though. 1-1 in the Bronx. We have been listening to Two of a Mind. Paul Desmond and Jerry Mulligan, 1962 LP. All the Things You Are, Stardust, Easy Living. Great sax players. Paul Desmond, Jerry Mulligan. Bottom of the 7th, Yankee Stadium. Tom Phoebus will continue. Jake Gibbs leads off. 39, Sky's the center. Munson, 37's a K. Blomborg, 56, 1-1-4 single is a base hit. And Greg Nettles, 55, homer on a 1 fly ball. And of course hits the fly ball, and oh my folks, it's getting real nervous in Yankee Stadium as they 6 outs away here in a scoreless game. And the very confident Blue Jays are going to figure out a way of getting a run or two, you'd think. Ivan Morel leads off in the 8th. 3-10 is hit by the pitch. Dan Monson, a C-bunter. No, he's not going to do that. 34. Oh no, it is a 6-4-3 double play. So, not out of the woods yet with this Blue Jay offense. 4 double plays in 8 innings. Tim Foley, 1-8. Rounds are short. All right, Phoebus has given you 7 innings of 1-run ball. Has a chance to come out with a no decision. Most likely will put a guy on in the 8th inning and then the bullpen could blow it for him. Do you hook him now? And then you do have, what the good news is, with the days off, Toronto does have a 4-man bullpen today. Klimkowski, the number 5 starter, can come out of the bullpen along with Ellsworth, Hennigan, and Grisenda. So you can protect this guy, and they will. They're going to take Phoebus out after 7 strong innings and go to a lefty and force the Yankees to start swapping players around. Go to their bench against lefties if necessary. It'll be Dick Ellsworth in the eighth inning here in a 1-1 game. Ellsworth pitched for the Brewers in 70 with a 3.81 ERA in 59 innings. And Danny Cater will lead off the bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Danny, 66, is going to be double 1 to 10, base hit. Horace Clark, now, doesn't hit lefties particularly well. I think they're going to go with this Ron Slocum, if you got him, as a right-handed hitting second baseman. The pitch to Ron, 68 off the Ellsworth card is a single to left field. Cater is 11-runner, he'll hold. So 2 on for Stick Michael, and you're thinking just bunt, right? Well, Stick Michael, you're a lousy bunter. More dysfunction here. He's a C bunter. I don't like bunting with C bunters, folks, so Stick is going to hit away. He actually hits lefties better than righties, so here we go with Stick Michael. Oh, I've only hit into 6 double plays today, but I feel confident I'm not going to hit into 1 now. Gene Michael, 49 off Ellsworth, pops to first. Boo Birds come down as the guy could not get the bunt down. Didn't even try. Roy White is the batter. 56 off Ellsworth is a K, and with 2 outs, it's Bobby Mercer. Let's take a look at Bobby. This is this magical 1971, and Bobby, listen, the plane is crashing into the mountain, okay? It's time right now to knock in the lead runs and win this game. So here we go, against the lefty, the pitch to Bobby Mercer. 1-6, homer 1 of 14, right on cue. He does what I tell him to, a 3-run bomb, and the Yankees are actually taking a deep breath for the first time in the series with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th inning. And if it was Phoebus, the right-hander, it's homer 1 of 5, fly ball the rest. But of course, lots of things have happened since we took him out, so Jake Gibbs will come out as well, and Hirschberger will bat for him and play right field. 3-11 is a K. We will go to the 9th inning. Jack Aker has pitched an inning and 2/3. I gotta do it. Gotta do it, folks. I gotta have Sparky Lyle come on into the 9th inning because Milt May is going to bat and is potentially the tie run. So Sparky Lyle will come on in the 9th inning with a 3-run lead. Yes, a 3-run lead in the 9th. Not that on the difficulty scale for saves. It's going to be on the low side of things. But he's given up a walk-off homer and a 3-run homer in his last 2 appearances. So Sparky Lyle will face Taylor, Lum, May, and all the Yankee defense is already in there. The pitch to Carl Taylor. 69 off Lyles, pop to short. Mike Lum, 4-4 is a double to center field. And here we go, folks. A couple games ago, Milt May hit a home run in the 7th inning and in the 9th inning. That was 2 games ago. Then he hit a home run in the 9th inning in the last game. He's looking to hit a home run in the 9th inning for the 3 of the last 4 games. So here's the pitch to Milt May. 65 off of Lyle, skies the center. And with 2 outs, it's Frank Fernandez. 65 is a roller to second base, and that's how you do it, Yankees. You won a baseball game. Shouldn't have been that hard. And looks like the Blue Jays finally had double faulted on their serve by pulling the starter after 7 quality innings, and the reliever blew it for him. So that was the first mistake in four games for the Blue Jays, really. In game 360, the Yankees win. Could it be the start of something special? I don't think so, but we'll see. Lyle goes up a hit in the 9th, gets a save. Jack Aker, inning and 2/3. Hit, a walk, and a K. He'll get the win. Kekich's fine start is wasted. 5 hits and a run. Solo homer. Not wasted, he didn't get a win, but he pitched well. No walks, 4 strikeouts. Ellsworth came in and messed everything up for the Blue Jays for now. 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 Ks. Tough 8th inning loss there. A nice no decision for Phoebus, giving up 5 hits and 1 run with a walk and 5 strikeouts. Both starters overachieved, Phoebus and Kekich, and both got no decisions. 1019, 0108, 4817, 1517. That is game 4. The Yankees still have a lot of homework to do. You got a lot of studying to do for game 5 at home. And hopefully they can go to Toronto and win this thing in Canada. That's what the Yankees' plan is. We'll look at the year-to-date numbers and see some surprising results. Let's start with the Yankees. They improved to 9-13. That's not a misprint. 9-13. They're hitting .243. They got a .390 ERA. And this Yankee bullpen, all right, let's start with Fred Bean so we can say something nice. Fred Bean has pitched fantastic. 11 2/3 inning, 1 earned run. But after that, doesn't matter how great you are, McDaniels, Aker, and Lyle are arguably the top of the game in this era. Lindy McDaniel, they've all given up 7 earned runs in 10, 12, or 9 innings. So their ERAs are well over 5, 6, 7, you know. Horrible. The record combined, they are 1-6. I mean, if they just split that or just get no decisions, I mean, the Yankees are, you know, have a winning record. But this bullpen has been dismal. Offensively, Mercer hit that home run to win the game there. Good for him. He now has 5 homer and 14 RBI to pace the team in 22 games. And he's 30 for 89. So he's actually having a very nice year. He's at 337. He's had some really great luck with Bobby Mercer's card. 3 straight years. He's been to 2 All-Star games. So he's going to continue to excel for this team. Let's talk about Toronto now. So Ellsworth got the loss there, but that's all right. I mean, that's his first loss. And the Toronto bullpen is 5-4. They're overworked as they would be, since there's only 3 of them. The team ERA, they're hitting .239 with a .360 team ERA. The great Milt May, really, folks, for the year, 5 homers. And I've just told you about 4 of them that he hit against the Yankees. So he's a Yankee killer, but not much else. He's 21 for 96 overall. The big home run hitter is Jim Brazil, a guy who played sparingly for the Braves as a utility player. But the Blue Jays are 10-12, and for the year, 360 games in. The league's hitting .262 with a .389 ERA. We'll show you the results of the rest of the series at the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Well, baseball fans, here we go. This was the box score of the game you just saw. The Yankees win 4 games to 1. Do they continue this series? They should. Do they? Well, let's take a look at Game 5. It is Mel Stottlemyre against Doyle Alexander. Battle of Aces. And yes, the Yankees come through, and they get a comfortable win by a score of 6-1. Once it was a 4-1 game, the Yankees felt comfortable that Stottlemyre would go 9, not have to worry about when to bring in the bullpen, when it would fail. And they won. And clearly, after 2 straight wins, you think the worm is turning as we go back to Toronto. So what do the Yankees do in Game 6, trying to come all the way back from an 0-3 deficit? Game 6 in Toronto, it is Fritz Peterson, Paul Splittorff. In the 2nd inning, we have a single, a strikeout, a single, a strikeout, an RBI single, and a strikeout, and the Blue Jays have a run. This game goes into the 7th inning with just that 1 run. Then in the bottom of the 7th, hard luck pitcher Fritz Peterson gives up a leadoff triple to Mike Lum. And of course the Yankees go scrambling into the bullpen. They can't afford a second run to score. And so with the righties, Frank Fernandez, AG coming up, they go to Jack Aker. And what does he do? Well, pinch hitter Terry Crowley, who oddly enough actually was a pinch hitter. A pinch hit double, RBI, and then with 2 outs, another 2-out single by Yvonne Morel. And this is a 3-0 game, and it might as well be a 10-0 game, as the Yankees continue to crater their season, not without putting a ton of guys on base as well. In the top of the 8th, they lead the inning off with a triple, much like Toronto just did here. But then they get a strikeout, and a ground out off of Paul Splittorff, who scattered 11 hits. That's right. The Nettles triple was the 11th Yankee hit without a run being scoring. They bring in the closer, Crescenda, in the 9th inning. A ground ball, foul out. They roll over and play dead. Really disappointing year for the Yankees. Just in a year-wide funk. Can't seem to get any momentum. And they lose this series 4-2 to Toronto. And now we have to look at the overall standings as we stand right now. Going in one more series for the All-Star break. The Yankees will play the Orioles, and the Red Sox will play the Blue Jays. But look at this. The Toronto Blue Jays are in 3rd place, and the Yankees are in 4th place. When have you seen this before, folks? Oh my goodness. And 4 games under 500, could the Yankees rally and still compete for a playoff spot? I think it's very doubtful, particularly when they just played an alleged cupcake like the Blue Jays, who aren't a cupcake after all. So that's it today. Congratulations, Toronto Blue Jays, assembling an excellent 20-man roster of spare parts. And they're putting their big boy pants on. They beat the Yankees 4-2. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.